guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Dee, aka The Messy Perfectionist, and our channel is about real talk, inspiration, health journey, healthy eating tips, dealing with anxiety, all those kind of things, life presents. If that sounds like something you're interested in and you like the content I provide, please consider hitting that little like button, subscribe, and notification bell, and you can be alerted every time I upload a video. Now that we've gotten through the shameless self-promotion piece there, I just want to say thank you all for supporting my channel and following my journey and your kind words and phone calls and texts and all of those things. It means more to me than you know. If you read the title of this video, you kind of get a feel for what this is all about. My vertical gastric sleeve surgery had been canceled. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about what happened and what's next for me, please stay tuned. Hi again. So if you've been following along on my channel and my health journey, you know that I made the decision to have weight loss surgery and get the vertical gastric sleeve, and that was scheduled for September 21st. I did go ahead and even upload a video on my pre-op diet. I was on my 2-week pre-op diet and was on the phase of the clear liquid, which is 2 days prior to surgery. Was getting very nervous, very excited. I even uploaded a video on anxiety, a quick short, which I'm new to that, so I don't know how I'm doing with all those, but the day before my surgery, I was on the clear liquid phase, really looking forward to my surgery the next day. Packed my bag, got all my stuff for the hospital together. It's still packed, sitting next to my vanity desk. And was about to take my antibiotics that you have to take a day before surgery. There are a few different prescriptions that they prescribe for before your surgery and also after. And was about to pop my antibiotic in my mouth, and my phone rang, and it was the weight loss clinic. So I was just thinking that it was probably confirmation call or something like that. Nope. The lady that called me says, "I am so sorry to have to do this to you, but we have to move your surgery." And I was like, what? Why? Turns out my surgeon had a very serious medical emergency, and he's doing okay now from what I understand the last time I called, which it's been about a week. But so that's good to know. But he had a serious medical emergency, and they would need to reschedule my surgery with a different surgeon. She said, "I'll be in contact with you. You should be able to be put back on a schedule in about 3 to 5 days, and I'll do my best to, get it going for you. I'm so sorry." She was so apologetic. Totally understand. So with that said, they have to put everything through the insurance again, I guess with the different surgeon's name, and I have to meet with him. And the day after that, it was either later that day or the next day, I got a call again that said, "I've got you on the schedule with the hospital, and I'm so sorry, you are not going to like the date that your surgery has been rescheduled for." My surgery is now scheduled for October 29th. If you've been following along, you have seen, I think I even said this in my video when I finally did get scheduled, because there was issues before that had nothing to do with the surgeon, but somebody that was working there that had seriously dropped the ball on a lot of the patients, and things were not properly submitted. So that had to get straightened out before I could get scheduled. Long story short, I found out during my EGD, and I talk about all this in previous videos too. If you're interested, I'll throw a card up there on why I'm having weight loss surgery if you haven't seen that yet. But I had an EGD and had to have my hiatal hernia repaired that I didn't even know I had. So that pushed the surgery as well. And then I was like, okay, so I should, in 6 weeks after that, be able to get my vertical gastric sleeve. So I should have had my surgery done, I think, in August. It was July or August. And then we found out that things weren't submitted and blah, 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 and had to wait for all that stuff to get done. And I helped where I could, make phone calls and such and get medical records. And then finally got scheduled. And I think in the video that I talked about that, I even said, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, because it's just been one thing after another, it feels like. And then I'm like, here it is. So it's been rough. I have really been bummed about this. You know, you have to mentally prepare, you have to physically and mentally prepare for this surgery. And the physical part is the easiest part. It's the mental wrapping your mind around everything that you need to do to prep, and then what your new life is going to look like for, you know, several weeks after and for the rest of your life, basically. That's hard on its own. And now I have to do it all over again, I feel like. So when I got the call and we were talking, the first thing, you know, I said, I was like, well, can I eat something then, you know, or should I stay on the clear liquid diet, or what do I do? Because so I ate some eggs and everything and, you know, felt really good. And then I started getting really bummed, and I did cry a little bit, I'll be honest. And we ordered a pizza that night, and I ate pizza. I, you know, had 1 or 2 slices, and I refused to feel guilty about it. But I just was feeling really lost and depressed and questioning everything again. I tend to get overwhelmed if I have a lot of things on my plate in front of me going on. And I feel like that was just kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. I've been in so much pain these last couple of years and was so looking forward to having this surgery so that I could get this weight off of my body, my stomach in particular, because my back hurts so bad and my hip hurts. My hip's 1,000 times better than what it was, considering I couldn't even walk basically before my surgery. But living with chronic pain is a bitch. It's a mental bitch. You know, you're not just in physical pain. You are trying to maintain that positive outlook and keep going on. And there are days where it's just like you feel awful. I really liked being active, and I liked being able to see how far I could push my body, and I liked getting stronger. And now I feel like I see how much of that strength that I've lost. So that's the gist of it, is that my surgery got canceled. My surgeon had a medical emergency, and now I'm not scheduled until October 11th to meet with the new surgeon, because he wants to meet with all the patients that have been thrown on his schedule. And I imagine then I will be starting again my 2-week pre-op diet. Then we'll have my surgery on October 29th. They did tell me that if they could get me in earlier, they would keep me up to date. And I thought about calling today and checking in on the status of that, but I just kind of am leaving it lie at this point right now. I have a lot of different projects and things going on, and I just was like, I need to clean my house. I've got projects that I've been working on. Like I've mentioned, I opened up my Etsy shop and I've been creating my digital designs. This is actually one of my Halloween sweaters, so you guys can see my fun little Halloween design that I made. And I love this sweater. It's really, really nice. Available on Etsy, free shipping. Check it out. But so I've been doing that, and that's been fun, but it's work, you know, and it's more work than I thought it was going to be initially, like all things I do. I've super enjoyed making these videos, but I don't have like super awesome equipment or background, so I do the best with what I can have on my phone and editing and all that stuff. So there's that. And I just did not feel like I was in the headspace to create content for you guys, or create designs, or even be creative with my daughter, which we always have craft time. I just was feeling really bummed. And I remember years ago, one of my mentors, who I love so much, Leslie, she had said that's the times when you need to do those things the most. And that always stuck with me. And at the time we were referring to like movement, you know, it's like, oh, I just feel like I was really depressed at that time in my life. And I was like, I just can't, I just don't have the will to do that extra getting up in the morning and do yoga and do my meditations and all of those things. And she was like, that's when you know you need it the most. And it's so true. You know, you may not feel like you have the energy mentally or physically, or both sometimes, but if you can do just a little bit, it kind of frees up that energy. It really does. It creates that kind of movement of that stagnation. So after I started feeling sorry for myself for a few days, I decided I'm just going to focus on being healthy right now and try to nourish my body in the best way that I can. So ironically, about a week before my surgery was scheduled, my insurance company sent an email that said, hey, you know, we're offering this free program that you can join called Rally or Rally Coach. I'll see if I can put a link below. And it is a weight loss program. And I want to say more than weight loss. I feel like it's after having looked through all of the materials and being very dedicated to health and nutrition and being a holistic nutritionist, I can say that this is a very healthy eating plan to learn how to eat healthfully and joyfully, and also to include movement. And you also have resources to group coaching sessions, and you also have resources to one-on-one coaching sessions, which I thought was awesome. You also get this welcome box, which has a food scale, a body scale, like a small blender, kind of like it. I haven't opened everything up yet, but it looks like one of those like ninjas or something. You also get your book that has your diet plan with all your recipes. You get a workout booklet, and you get a bunch of DVDs. Signed up for it because I said, why not? Even though it's not going to pertain to my life right in the near future, because at the time I thought it was like right around the bend for getting gastric sleeve, I thought it'll still be good to have a support group of other people. And I did message the coach right initially and was like, I don't know if this program is really for me because this is what's going on, but she said, oh, we can tailor it to you and all that stuff. So I said, okay, because I know that having support is good. Coaching, counseling, therapy, all of those things are helpful to you, okay? It's not weakness to ask for help. It shows your strength and that you want to do better with your life. That's my 2 cents on reaching out when you need help. But it's been great. So I attended the group sessions on Fridays, and then I've been setting up those free one-on-one sessions with my coach, and it's been kind of helpful on getting me back on track because my train kind of got derailed from all of this. Like I said, I had a pizza that night after I got the call. Started eating some ice cream a few times. I was just like really questioning everything, if I should be doing this. And I really sat with that and sat on that for a while and did talk to a few, trusted people. And I know that this is still something that I need to do. This is still something I want to do. For whatever reason, the universe has decided that I need to wait another month. Now, if it changes again, that's going to be a whole different story because I need to get this done before the end of the year. Because as y'all know, in this country, our healthcare system sucks. Our insurance benefits, they get less and more expensive every year. And we can't afford to do all of that over again. Because at this point we've met our deductibles, and I think I've met my almost met my out-of-pocket cost. There's just no way if I had to do all of that again, but we'll cross that bridge when and if it gets here. I'm not going to think about that. What I have been doing again is, like I said, kind of going back to center and started doing some gentle movement again. As I said, I've been having a lot of pain, so just doing that, a little bit. Like I did the flexibility workout that came with the DVDs. And as simple as it was hard for me. I was in a lot of pain yesterday, and I realized how out of shape I am. And I also realized, though, how strong I used to be. And I never gave myself credit for that. I was strong. Like, I didn't realize how much I could do. Even though I was in a big body, I could do really good workouts. I could do a lot with yoga. I was fairly flexible. And I'm just like, oh, like so not flexible right now. And my body's just been hurting. But I'm just going to do a little bit of time. Even if it's 15 minutes, that's what I'm committing to. I am trying to get in, at least 3,000 to 4,000 steps a day, which I tend to do anyway because I'm doing stuff, I'm chasing after my kiddo. We're going to go to places. I clean my house, so that's easy generally for me to get in. But I also have to listen to my body, because if I start doing too much, then I'm out for the count. Like I will be in bed, not be able to move for a week because my back will just be excruciatingly painful. I do have arthritis in my back and some scoliosis. There's other things, but it all relates to the accident I had as a passenger in a head-on collision when I was 16. So lucky to be alive, lucky to be here, and lucky that I can walk. Thank God for life-saving surgeries like hip replacement. I just really was looking forward to getting my vertical gastric sleeve so that I could get this extra weight off my body as quick as possible and have some relief in that area too. But, I'm just trying to nourish my body right now. So I have been meal planning and prepping, and that's probably also why I'm hurting as much as I am, because on top of everything else, it's a lot, Put my meal plan together. I actually went through their little cookbook and just decided on a few different recipes that, sounded good, and made my shopping trip to Costco and bought my stuff so my family and I will have food that is quick and easy to eat. And maybe I will do a video on that as well. Let me know if you're interested on how I food prep and plan so that everybody in the family can eat and you don't have to be hangry and making those last minute decisions to get Wendy's or pizza or whatever fast food. Because at least for me, I know that when I have the food available for me that I can eat quickly, I am not going to make those rash decisions to eat poorly. I can, I boil several eggs. I have lunch meats. I have my keto bread. I roasted some sweet potatoes. I roasted some Brussels sprouts. I had salmon ready to go. My husband cooked dinner yesterday, so we have plenty of leftovers now in the fridge, and just, omelets and little muffin tins or, quick breakfasts I'm not a breakfast person, so I should say brunch. So about 11 o'clock, I'm starting to get hungry, and instead of waiting till my blood sugar crashes and then I'm just looking for anything to eat or drinking a shake or something like that, which is fine, but I wanted to take this time to put nutrients in my body more than just something that comes from a container as a shake, because I'm going to be living off of those for a long time coming up. So the little omelet things are easy. You pop them in the microwave, 30 seconds, you've got food. So I've been tracking calories again and just kind of going back to the beginning, the basics. And I'm feeling good about that. I'm still feeling a little bit bummed and depressed about these things, because I had my hopes all set and was all prepared. And now it's kind of a bummer. I have to kind of mentally prepare all over again. But there's always a reason for these things, I feel like. So you just got to kind of roll with the punches, right? Life is up and down. There's going to be good days. There's going to be bad days. You can't let those bad days keep you down. You just can't. So that's where I'm at. I am so glad that I took the time to put this video together tonight because it helps me, even though I'm talking to a camera. I still see those that I know and love around me when I'm talking to the camera and just try to pretend I'm having a conversation with one of you guys. And it's a therapy in itself for us to be able to share. I was in a very dark place when I was young, and I know that it's helpful to see that you're not the only one. Like I said in my anxiety video, you know, just remember you are not the only one going through this. Like, you're not alone, and you are loved and you are worth it. And I need to remind myself of these things, that I am loved and I am good enough and I'm worth it. And I'm just going to take this time to nourish my body, you know, try to calm down a little bit if I get overwhelmed because I start gung-ho on all these multiple things. I just need to chill a little bit, and just kind of come back to that balance. I'm a planner, you know, writing things down, and if I can write it out in a balanced way and then follow that balanced routine, I feel a lot less overwhelmed, and then I'm a happier person, and then the people around me are happier because I'm not all bitchy pants. So, and my number one goal is to be here for my daughter and be a good mom, be supportive to my husband. We're working at that. It's just going to take a little bit more time to get there as far as my surgery and feeling a little bit better. I hope everyone's well and staying healthy, and be happy. Please feel free to leave a comment below, any suggestions, anything else you'd like to know about, and I'll be talking to you later. Bye. Have a good night.